These tomatoes are pretty good. But I haven't tried this one before. And it does cost more. But it might be nice to do something special for Brunhilde. But it might be worse. Brunhilde? Okay, let me... I do this every time, and then every time I'm like, damn, I should really... I'll be up in this corner up here. Every time I'm like, damn, I really should, move over. Because I'm always, like, everybody, they always put the sprites in the bottom left, in the bottom right. Alright. Brunhilde, Lady Dana, there you are. I momentarily lost you amid the cacophony of neon and noise. Oh, this is probably sensory overload for her. There's definitely a lot more flashing screens and old pop music in this world than there is back in hers. This is like a reverse isekai. What was your inquiry? I always want to ask her which tomatoes to get before realizing how silly I am for worrying about that. It's nothing. What do you think of the store? It's a cornucopia of indulgence and vice. We can surely procure findings for our quest here. Yeah, we can get stuff for dinner here. It's a lot closer than the supermarket, and I don't have a car, so... If my loyal steed could have made the journey through the portal, distance would be of no object. I don't know. You might have trouble finding parking space for a skeleton horse. Then I'd make one. I'm once again torn between being swooning and being the voice of reason. The latter continues to grow quieter and quieter. Did you see the reverse isekai where a real Chinese warlord gets reincarnated in the 2000s in Japan and runs a nightclub? I think I did, actually. You know, I do think I did. You think did you think? That's so fun. I love isekais, and like there's also a very specific transmigration, which is like a sub thing of isekai, because like isekai is just you yourself gets transferred into a world, like into a different universe, and transmigration is when you're transferred into a world, but you're put in the body of somebody who like is already there. Like you don't become a new person there, like you take over that like role or that person's like life. I like both of them. I don't know, they're just really fun. There's a lot of C-dramas I watch where, like, that's transmigration specifically is a big plot in all of those, and they're always super, like, dramatic, and they're funny to me. They're good, like, they're, like, popcorny. I like, just, like, when I don't want to think too hard, I put them on and watch them. It's so fun. I'm waiting for fall, because the new anime I'm waiting for is coming out. It's called Tank Chair. What is that? Is it a tank that gets isekai'd as a chair? That'd be fun. I did send it in the group chat. I was gonna say, they announced new Bleach, so I guess I really gotta get on that. You've probably gotta stop carving trucks in half. We want to keep a low profile. If they were not meant to be cleft in twain, they would not fall so easily to my blade. Most things fall easily to your blade. My point stands. Well, I suppose it does. As for how a loser like me got together with an awesome Dark Knight from another world, well, on my way home one day, record scratch, you're probably wondering how I got here. I saw something like a portal open up in the sky. And she came through it. She walked up to me and asked, "Can you lead me to the Grey Wizard?" Oh, hi there! Hi, Sen. How are you doing? Without thinking about it, I agreed. Since that day, we've spent every moment pursuing this quest. Investigating the park, investigating the coffee shop. Aw, they're going on a little date. I mean, those are popular places, so the Grey Wizard is probably at one of those locations, right? Okay, so listen, I don't know who the Grey Wizard is or where they could be. And once she figures that out, or once she does find them, whichever happens first, she's gonna leave. But she had nowhere to go. What if she had to sleep in a crappy motel, or worse, on the street? What if they made her work in a call center for minimum wage? It's just too much to think about. And maybe the fact that she's really gorgeous has something to do with it. So, sue me. It would be burdensome to lodge a dark knight at your quarters. I am sure a lady such as thyself is engaged to be wed. No, I'm not. Like, I don't even have a girlfriend. It's an anime where the MC is an assassin. Best assassin in the world. Oh, man. But upon saving his little sister from certain death, is paralyzed from the waist down. But his little sister thinks putting him in danger would make his recovery faster, and he's basically paraplegic Jason with a super fast wheelchair. Wait, that actually seems funny. Hold on. I might have to check that one. That seems like it'd be a great, like, 2-season show. Well... that is hard to believe. It's bad. Oh, they have a trailer out? I'll check out the trailer later then. In my realm, such a fair maiden would have countless suitors. Oh, you're on delay? Oh no! I'm waiting for dinner. Salmon again? Ooh, happy Dark Knight girlfriend? Thank you. I appreciate that you are... Yes. Thank you. It's very happy Dark Knight girlfriend. Well, are you speaking from experience? You would be brave or foolish enough to refer to a Dark Knight as a fair maiden. Regardless, I've taken up vows. My spirit is wed to the Dark One, who has granted upon me power and form in exchange for my service in this life and the next. Though my vows prevent me not from taking an interest in a suitable maiden. Her stare was intense, all-consuming. I wanted nothing more than to be overwhelmed by it. I understand not the purpose of these glasses. Oh, fantastic. When I snap out of my thoughts, Brynhild is wearing a pair of novelty sunglasses from the display near the register. They're sunglasses. They protect your eyes. This flimsy material would not stop even a dull arrow. I mean, from the sun, but you look cute in them. A Dark Knight is not cute. I don't know about that. I get back to shopping. From the corner of my eye, when she thinks I'm not looking, I see her strike a minor pose as she looks at herself in the mirror. Then she puts the glasses back without a word. $6.90. No, you're not. Harry, you can't lie, that's illegal. Oh, look at this. They sell protein powder here now? Brynhild has been really enjoying her shakes, and I'm running low on stuff to make them. Let's see what they have. Oh, okay, chat. Let's go shopping together. I'm taking chat to the corner store. We're going to the 7-Eleven. Which flavor should we get? Creme brulee, dark chocolate, banana, graham cracker, rosewater, sea salt, sundae delight? Like all of them in one? Primal ape warfare muscle mix, or just protein? The first one? The Senhendibu one? What is the Senhendibu one? What is... First? Okay, I've seen a couple first. That actually, I'm not so sure about the rosewater part of it, but the rest of this does sound low-key a little good. It's utterly indulgent, but it's like 6 different flavor profiles. But Brynhild worked so hard. She deserves a treat when she's done lifting the couch all morning. I turn to show Brynhild what I've picked out, only to realize she isn't standing with me. I look around for her frantically and find her next to a claw machine full of stuffed animals. Do they have claw machines in your world? Dana, think for 2 seconds. What do you think the answer to that question is? There exists such thing called claw machines, but they serve a far more violent purpose than in your world. This appears to be some sort of carnival amusement. Yeah, it kind of is. Do you want to play? Many amusements are beneath a Dark Knight. What if the Grey Wizard won a prize? There's no telling she's falling. There's no way she's falling for that, and I know it. Gotta go do claw game in deep space. Get your claw games in deep space. But I've never seen someone want to play a claw machine more in my life. I had not even considered it. I fish a coin out of my purse and insert it into the machine. It lights up. Brynhild places her hand on the lever. Gentle, like this. Without thinking, I place my hand atop her gauntlet to guide her. A layer of mithril separates us, but we're holding hands. What amuses you so? Nothing. I haven't played one of these in a while. How should we do this? Alright. Do we move the claw aggressively, gently, or averagely? I cook the pizza. Whoa, hey, it's not an aesthetic. It's a lifestyle. I'm really, hey, Pat, this is where I tell you guys I'm really bad at claw machines. Confession time, I guess. Gently, okay. Gently into the Dark Knight. We tilt the lever. It picks up a stuffed rabbit by the ear, then drops it before it reaches the chute. Oh my god, hi Zane. Darn, sorry, looks like we lost. Rebel scum, you dare defy my will? She turns to me, fire in her eyes. We're romancing, not competing? Well, we're not. Yeah, we are romancing. Okay, we will kiss this Dark Knight girlfriend by the end of this. Another coin. Now. Yes, ma'am. I managed to find another coin and feed it into the machine. Despite clearly cheating with some kind of dark magic, the toy rabbit still escapes her grasp. Oh my god, that is like when you play Claw Time in Deep Space, and they try to use their fucking power and still somehow fucking don't get the thing, and it's like, bro, just cheat. If you're gonna cheat, go all for it. A pathetic waste of time. Hey, cheer up. They rig these things on purpose. Who is they? They shall know the pain and terror of my excruciate spell. I don't know, they. I come up with a great idea. Instead of casting spells on anyone, how about I win the prize for you? I know the secret. You keep secrets from me? Only ones that are about crane games? I put down the groceries and focus on the game. Okay, guys. Are we gonna move the claw coolly, powerfully, or pathetically? I like this music. I know which one I would do. There's a graph lock in chat. Swing, we're not romancing right now. Swing that shit so hard. Powerfully? Power? Okay. I have to be strong. I will get this prize. The claws hovering over the bunny. Let it not escape from its fate. She's counting on me. Now I just need to press the button. Slam the button hard, tap the button gently, or push the button lamely. I mean, I don't think the, force on the button itself matters. Slam that shit? Slammed. I punched the button without hesitation. It hurts my knuckles. Oh no, I hurt my knuckles. She's gonna have to kiss it better. The crane lowers. The claw tightens around the stuffed bunny. It begins to rise. The stuffed animal teeters. Trying to escape its fate, the claw holds. Then it releases down the chute. The machine lights up in victory. Also, Zest, we're doing both. We're romancing and swinging that shit so hard. We're slinging it. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Nothing escapes from a Dark Knight. A few people are looking. She shoots them a glare that shuts them down instantly, then claims her prize. That warns! Do you like it? Harry, the Pokemon's already escaped. It is merely a child's plaything. It is not of personal interest to me. However, as it is a personal gift from you, I shall treasure it. She's impressed. I do a little jump in the air. You were busy, Babby replied. Oh, that's so more important. It's fine. I think you already have it. I do think if you do Poke-check, it doesn't, like, it will go for whatever the last Pokemon was. How was it that this trick was revealed to you? I used to hang out in the arcade a lot, and I watched a lot of random YouTube videos. Same. But that doesn't sound cool, and if she figures it out, then she won't need me anymore. So maybe BDW? Okay, that's fine. I have my ways. Understandable. If I were to tell you the methods of my training, I would be forced to kill you. Normally this would scare me, but it's hard to feel threatened when she's holding her toy rabbit. What are you gonna call it? The right of naming falls upon you as the huntress who caught it. Oh my god. Huntress? Huntress mention? She can't think of one, can she? What about Bunhilde? The crane trick ones? Yeah. I don't watch, like, the YouTube, like, full YouTube videos, but they pop up in, like, reels and shorts and stuff a lot. Therefore, before the witness of Dark Christ and Lady Dana, it shall be known forevermore as Bunhilde. Rejoice. Yippee! Indeed. She picks up the groceries in her free hand. What else must be procured? We're almost done, but I think we could get a snack, too. It shall be done. She might know a lot more than me about swordplay and Dark Christ and stuff, but I know a lot more about snacks. Also, if you guys do want to check out this game, it is free on Steam. So, hey. Let's see. Alright. This is actually, I know which one I would pick right off the rip. Nacho cheese flavored Doritos, sour gummy worms, or Monster Energy drink. All of the above. But if it's a Monster Energy drink, what flavor should we get? Mango Loco, obviously. This is like the opposite of the, like, this snack would kill a Victorian child. Also, I don't know why we're all so far away. Giving my Dark Knight girlfriend, or having my Dark Knight girlfriend shotgun a monster to see what happens. Let's do, I think it's also illusion of choice. Looking at the thing, there is one main ending and then, like, one silly ending, but I don't think there's, like, bad endings or stuff. So I think this is more kinetic than visual novel, which is fine. I like kinetic novels, too. Let's do, actually, I kind of want some Doritos. That's just me IRL. I don't have any snacks right now. I'm out of groceries until I do grocery shopping tomorrow. And I really want chips. I bet she's never had nacho cheese flavors before. She'll be so impressed. You have chosen a kind of cheese. Cheese flavored. They're called chips, and they're a delicacy from this age. Fascinating. A delicacy from my age is a quail slow roasted over a fire. Your corn chips look quite interesting, however. This quest has been fruitful. I don't even think we got any fruit. We're the fruit. I can't believe we haven't come to a convenience store yet. Once accustomed to the accostement of sensations, 'tis aptly named. It is the antithesis of the marketplace back home. Plus open air across several streets, a stall for every good, conversation and haggling abound. She pauses, a fluorescent light overhead buzzes, the tinny pop sound music loops. I can hear the beverage case hum. A roasted quail is not a delicacy, you fucking larper. Just say you've never eaten good at home. No, it's a delicacy where she's from, and not everybody has quail. Despite it all, somehow it's almost crushingly quiet. Although, yeah, I don't think that would be like a I mean, what's the definition of delicacy? Like, with food? Is it just fancy? When I say larper, I mean LARP as food knower, not as a knight. Obviously, she's a knight. Do you see the outfit she's wearing? Every item may be found in one store here, unguarded upon a shelf. What is to stop us from leaving with our goods right now? Well, some people do that, but if you get caught, you'll get in trouble. The merchant would accost us? The man behind the counter snores, a magazine over his face. Probably not, but still, we shouldn't. We're a nut. I may be a Dark Knight, but I have sworn an oath of honor. And if I weren't, I could protect you from such a blackguard with ease. I know you could. Do you miss your world? You understand not. What would it matter if I were to answer yes? My sole objective is to hunt down the Grey Wizard. It is at the forefront of my mind day and night. But I am saying, her ass sleeps by the river and snaps quail necks like Dunk. She does not know what the inside of a keep looks like. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's like, it's a delicacy. I've never had it. Upon reciting my oath, I swore to value king and country above all else, even my own life. No, not the oligarchy. Oligarchy? My feelings are irrelevant. Just because you can't act on those feelings doesn't mean it's bad to have them. See such talk. Rumination brings naught but misery. Maybe it's my imagination, but she holds her stuffed rabbit a little more tightly. If her feelings really don't matter to her, then am I just a guide to her? We should head back soon. Indeed, the hour grows late. She still seems glum, more so than usual. Do you want a slushie? When I was a kid, my dad used to drive me out here to get a slushie when I was sad. He would also get himself a pack of cigarettes and some scratch tickets, but still. What is a slushie? You know, like a Slurpee. I realized then that clarified nothing at all. You know, kind of like an icy. It's kind of like... It's not mead. It's kind of like snow that you drink, I think is the more accurate description. Snow, but you drink it. Water. No, it's still like snow, kind of. I fail to see the appeal. I don't know, you just kind of have to try it, okay? Trust. Trust! Why would you not just say it's flavored ice? I must wonder why your world uses such childish monikers. What's wrong with our monikers? Slurpee, slushy, icy. These are not beverages, these are the utterances of a newborn. I don't know. Maybe this is a bad time to ask if she wanted to watch something on Hulu or Tubi later. What would you call it? Elixir of Greater Frost. Alchemized with the properties of the blue raspberry. Okay, that does sound cooler. Following my lead, Brynhild takes a cup for her slushie. I like the blue raspberry flavor. What are you gonna get? I shall sample the Mountain Dew. The name is reminiscent of a soothing herb. Baja Blast in it! Up with my girlfriend at the corner store, just straight Baja Blast. Before I can tell her otherwise, she's already pouring Mountain Dew flavor into her cup. Maybe she'll like it? Try a sip. Here. I mean, Mountain Dew flavoring is essentially just a playoff of citrus, because that's where a lot of the Mountain Dew flavoring comes from, is the citrus in it. I put a straw in her slushie for her. We must first say grace. Grace. Not what I meant. Alas, without further ado, she takes a sip. A long sip. She's gonna give herself brain freeze. Yep. That is a very accurate depiction of what brain freeze feels like. What's happened? This curse! What's happening? What's happening to me? My body! My head! Mountain Dew slushy splats everywhere. All that's left of her cup is billowing smoke and ash with a straw in it. Brain freeze? Well, you shouldn't drink that fast. You warned me not about this curse. Sorry, I didn't think... You're still paying for that. Bro. Time and place. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, sir. Sorry. Wouldn't be the biggest fucking mess I've had to clean up here. Clerk puts down a wet floor sign near the slushy spill. And puts down a sword aftermath sign near the ash. Like all curses, it begins to fade. He glares at Brunhild. If she notices, she doesn't care. If there's one benefit to her inability to keep a low profile, it's that it takes a lot of attention off of me. I used to worry much more about if I'm passing before I realized two things. First, nobody's looking at me anymore. They're looking at the awesome 7-foot-tall Dark Knight. Second, if someone did try to heckle me, she'd cleave them in twain. In twain. You can take a sip of mine, just drink it slowly. She leans in and takes a sip from my straw. The sweetness far exceeds any beverage from my home. The straw is glistening a little from her mouth. I shall procure a blue raspberry to present as an offering upon my return. But then the bounties of your land would doubtless lead to conquest. Darkness would reign for 100 generations. Sure, that's fine. You stare with utmost fascination at your straw. It's nothing. Worry not. When your sun is extinguished, your empires are naught but ash. Your kings made thralls to the Dark One. You shall remain by my side as my damsel of night. Damsel of night? For now, we return to rest and repose, for our hunt resumes at dawn. Is our Dark Knight girlfriend the bad guy? That didn't occur to me going into this. I'm not upset. It's just very now aptly paired with Resident Lover that we're gonna play next. We bring our items to the counter. The man starts scanning your items one at a time, still glaring. I look at his— oh my god, is this the gray wizard? You see the gray hair? I look at his name tag. Puffs. Assistant manager. On his lanyard is a pin that says, ask me if you need help. Doritos. Been living off him since my ex-wife left. Oh.
Self-voicing enabled.
Oh no! Wait, hold on.
Self-voicing enabled. Dana, oh, did she do the cooking? Tuss. Took turns. Tuss, every Wednesday, meatloaf night.
What if I just do one of these like that? And I just don't
Self-voicing disabled.
Thanks, bud. And I just don't even have to read it. I just let the self-voicing read for me. That'd be fun. I'd have to find like a robot one. Every Thursday night, I do Doritos Nachos night. Every Friday, spaghetti. Every Saturday, Doritos Nachos night again. I'm enthralled. After what feels like an eternity, he finishes ringing up the items. Alright, your total $17.58. $17.38. I will pay no more than $12. What the hell? Are you seriously trying to haggle? Sorry, she's from another world. Aren't they all? You will refrain from speaking boorishly to Lady Dana. No, it's fine, seriously. Look, one of you ladies, or whatever, just pay the total already. Her hand moves to the hilt of her sword. Care to repeat that little comment? You expect me to believe you got a real sword? What are you gonna do? Attack me? Looking at the guy with the gun, what are you gonna do? Shoot me? I like that sprite of her. Oh. Excruciate? Oh, okay. This is what we're doing. That's fine. The cashier rises like he's being lifted on marionette strings. He opens his mouth, but no words escape. Screaming. Even hell itself couldn't contain magnitudes of this suffering. A wrathful light spills out from the corner store like the flood waters bursting from a dam. There's an Unedited in chat. Holy carp! Oh, I didn't even— that was so fast. When the deluge of evil finally breaks, Brunhilde is still holding her blade. Terrifying, it's completely spotless. She sees it in a single fluid motion and looks back at me over her shoulder. Brunhilde, not again! Insert laugh track. You are right. I should have demonstrated more restraint. I forget to inquire if he knows of the Great Wizard. That's not the problem here. Another customer walks in as I try to tell her off. They take a bag of chips, put $1 on the counter, and leave. The store is now operating even more efficiently. Regardless, he shall be back in an hour of this world's time. For him, far longer shall have passed, enough for him to contemplate his choice of words today. I look up at Tuss, expecting him to say something like, this is nothing compared to what my ex-wife did. He doesn't move. Brunhilde's unholy power is terrifying. It's like I'm a prey animal and she's an apex predator. She gives a self-assured smirk, casts a look of I know that word. I'm gonna butcher it. Schadenfreude at Tuss. She strokes a gauntlet-covered thumb down my cheek. It's cold, and even within that, just that thumb is enough power to destroy me, but she doesn't. His insults to me mattered not. Sooner would I listen to the suggestions of a louse. But disrespecting my lady is unforgivable. I shan't apologize for defending your honor. Brunhilde, nobody's ever stood up for me. You are invaluable to me, Lady Dana. My breath catches in my throat. I swear I see a dusting of pink on her cheeks. 'Tis with your guidance that I shall find the Grey Wizard as he hides in this realm. Now come, let us return to your dwelling. The sun is setting over the city. Brunhilde stares at it, the wind tossing her hair. I'm not sure how literal she is about her world being cast into perpetual darkness, but she's been staring at the sky a lot. I stare at the horizon too, imagining I'm seeing it for the first time. The skyscrapers reaching the clouds, the web of highways and trains and walkways. The cascade of electric lights casting a glow over the water. It's so easy to forget how big our world is. Behind every lit window is a person, maybe even a family, all of them with their own experiences, stories. Brunhilde might be huge in her bulky armor, but when I look back at her, she seems much smaller. Her face is a practiced kind of stoniness. I know that trains stoicism, a defense from the world, a defense from herself. Wordlessly, I offer her my hand. I realize that people are passing us by. Any number of eyes could be upon us. She takes it anyway. Her hand feels impossibly strong and also unknowably gentle. Dinner will still be a little bit once we get home. Do you want to try the snack we brought? You refer to the corn chips? She opens the bag of Doritos with her sword. Brunhilde reaches for one with her gauntlet, but crunches it into dust with her strength. Already I am underwhelmed. You just have to be a little more gentle. Hey, how about I feed... With a sharp glare and a flash of dark magic, the chip crumbs reconstruct themselves as if in fear. She then puts the chip in her mouth. I wait for the nacho cheese flavor to overwhelm her. What'd you think? Was adequate. Adequate? I detest repeating myself. What about this? Do you understand this meme? I clumsily pull out my phone and show her an image. I have parsed it. Oh. What troubles thee? She didn't react to the nacho cheese flavor. She understood the meme. Maybe it's because she's a Dark Knight, not a medieval peasant. Do Dark Knights eat Doritos? Probably. I watch as she eats another. They are not unlike hardtack, but without the infestation of maggots. I heard they have bugs in them because of, like, factories and stuff. Glory be. Our worlds are not as different as I had thought. We reached my apartment soon after. Same old rundown building, cheapest rent I could afford. I think the apartment building's elevator is struggling more with Brunhilde's armor each time. But, despite yet another case of excruciate, we're home. I put aside my shoes and keys. Can you hang up your sword? You refer to my Hellfire Thorn Sword? Yeah, that one. Can you hang up the sword? You refer to my Hellfire Thorn Sword. Yeah, can you hang up the Hellfire Thorn Sword? Last time you broke my only lamp, so... Very well. She hangs up the Hellfire Thorn Sword. It rests next to my keys and shoes and my X-Files poster. I expect supper shall be finished in a timely manner. We will need our strength for hunting the Great Wizard like the mongrel he is. Right, I'll get right to work. Brunhilde sits down, the couch cracking beneath her, and pours over maps spread across the table. One of them, a parchment map of a realm I've never known. The other, a tourist map of the United States that I impulse bought at a gas station. Every so often, she looks at the United States map and shakes her head. I put on my apron and walk to the kitchen, which is just another shoebox-sized section of my dingy apartment. I get out the ingredients. I peek my head out in a hurry. Brunhilde has taken the Hellfire Thorn Sword and started sharpening it. One must be prepared for attack at any moment. Could you maybe, keep it down a little? My neighbors are gonna make a noise complaint. For you, I will do my utmost. I return to the kitchen. Well, maybe it's a little quieter. I begin working on dinner, lining up the spices I'm going to be using. I start dicing an onion. My knife is a little dull, so my eyes water. Maybe I should sharpen my knife like Brunhilde does with her blade, but I don't want to bother her now, and I don't want her to see me sniffling. I haven't put effort into meals for a while. It feels like such a waste when it's just myself. But every night since Brunhilde moved in, I've tried to make something special for her. My bank account is hurting, but it's not every day a beautiful woman from another world crashes at your place. Exactly. It's funny to think about. Even though I haven't spoken to him in years, I still make this dish just like my dad did. I wonder what Brunhilde's family thinks of her. Are they proud of her for being a Dark Knight? I mean, she's working under the King of Evil and everything, but I imagine that doesn't leave much time to go home. She must miss them. This world is nothing like hers. I'd get homesick, too. I even felt that just moving to the city. But sometimes there's no going home again, and I know that. The spices frying in the olive oil makes the kitchen smell delicious. I take a deep breath. At least I'm here now. Sometimes I never thought I'd make it this far. And Brunhilde is here with me, at least for the moment. Maybe the snack didn't go over as planned, but I still want to make Brunhilde lots of things she's probably never tried before. Food tastes better when it's shared, I think. I continue cooking, stirring the peppers and ginger. I wonder how many dinners like this we have left. It's so rare that you know something is the last time it will ever happen. The last time I spoke to my old roommate was just a casual conversation. I think we ended with a see you later. The last time I had dinner with my grandmother before she passed, we planned on meeting again in 2 weeks. That never happened. I've already started to get used to having Brunhilde here. I'm already taking her for granted. It's all based on me lying to her about the Great Wizard. Once the tomatoes are in the dish, it only takes a little bit longer. I give one a little taste. It's good. No matter how things turn out with the Grey Wizard, at least I can provide for Brunhilde now. I'm just about to start plating the food with some rice, and then I remember Brunhilde's potion. She'd been carrying it around with this mysterious elixir the whole time she's been here. I have no idea what's in it, but it must mean a lot to her since she brought it with her. Maybe I could add some to the dish to remind her of home? No! Definitely don't do that! What the fuck? I mean, we'll save, because I'll come back here. And we'll put the potion in afterwards. But we're not! Or what? You don't even know what it is! No. She seems like she's been saving it for something special. I bet it's something really important, like a Super Mana Elixir Plus or something. I shouldn't mess with her stuff. If I do, she might just turn her sword, the Hellfire Thorn sword, on me. Once dinner is ready, I plate up our food and set the table with some water. We sit down together, and I watch eagerly for her reaction. You are staring quite intently. Oh, I see. You wish that I be the one to curse this meal. By evil's will, that this bread be placed before us, thy fate is to be consumed, as the dark one consumes the sun and the sky. Amen. Amen? She takes a bite. Do you like it? I made it with love. Its aroma, the delicate texture enrobed in this rich stew. It rouses even my cold and blackened heart. The dead might leap for joy. Were this to be brought back home, it would be more than worthy of my king's palate. I think she likes it? I'm glad. The rest of dinner is quiet. Brunhilde never seems to fully let her guard down, like she's always expecting an enemy to pop out of nowhere. But in a few rare moments, she seems softer, maybe? That might be a strange word to describe her with. It's almost like I'm not describing her so much as someone she could have been if she'd been born into a softer world. If she had, though, we never would have met. Is it selfish for me to be happy that we did, anyway? We must redouble our efforts post-haste. I will not allow the Grey Wizard to slip yet again through my fingers. Right, I know another place we can look. We found no trace of him at the lake, and even bribing the mallard with crumbs revealed not any new information. No, this time for sure, I won't let you down again. I, totally felt magical energy from this arcade downtown. Maybe he's concocting a plan involving, winning enough tickets to bring home the grand prize? That fiend, he shall not succeed. I let out a sigh of relief. Well, I'll get started on the dishes. You have my sword. I don't think a sword is needed for that. Regardless, my aid is yours. I'm at your disposal. A slew of mental images enters my mind at once. Okay. We get into a pretty comfortable routine. I wash, she dries. Using some type of hellish magic that physically hurts to look at, but the plates do look perfectly dry after. The stuffed rabbit, Brunhilde, sits in a place of honor on the counter, supervising the proceedings. The arcade is still in my mind. Maybe I could win another prize for Brunhilde. So before you came here, what kind of games did you play for fun? A Dark Knight doesn't play games. You played a little bit of Donkey Kong with me. Donkey Kong is not a mere game. It is a piece of work. Or 'tis a work of art. To answer the inquiry, though I engaged not in leisure activities upon reaching knighthood, I did engage in games as a child. What was your favorite? One first would procure a hoop and a stick, then using the latter, the object was to roll the hoop. The children delighted in hoop and stick, but none were as talented as I. I've heard of that one. Sounds, fun? One had to be there. I partook in races and tug of war, to be able to best the boys' felt gratifying, mayhaps. If I had to live as a man, I would excel at it. Yeah, I understand that. Such activities were used in conjunction with sparring in our downtime as knights. To beat the men at that point took on a different meaning. I had been born anew as a woman, but was merely the start of proving myself, lest my king think that I'd burdened him with my frivolities. Brynhild, I'm sorry. Spare that sympathy. I chose this path again. Speak candidly, Lady Dana. Upon arriving onto this world, it was clear to me that your luxury and abundance has made your people soft. Such weakness offends me deeply. Surely this land shall fall to the true king, and his peace shall be as eternal as the sky is black. Yet I have come to know you. I realize that were I born here as you were, I would be as soft as you are. And there is no quality in you that I revile, least of all your gentle heart. With the dishes done, she starts putting them away. I must avoid too much imposition upon my hostess. No, you can impose all you want. I mean, it's not imposing. I wind up grabbing the same plate as her. For a moment, our eyes meet. I like having you here, Brynhild. I really do. Such flattery has no effect upon me. I mean it. You're cool and strong and actually really nice. I wish I was less soft. I used to get bullied a lot. I guess I'm used to being pushed around. It's just easier to put up with it than to fight. So I really admire you. I wish I was more like you, to be honest. How humorous to harbor envy for one another. It may be that is why we found our way to one another. We are complementary to one another, like hoop and stick. I wish to refer to pigments upon a palette, but such a metaphor is suitable. We hold each other's gazes for a moment. Gaze? I can't help but laugh. She does her signature dark chuckle. And then she puts away the last plate. There's a sudden air of finality in the kitchen. We linger for a moment longer. Let us retire for the evening. I shall stand first watch tonight. Brynhild, you don't need to stand watch in our apartment. It was merely a jest. You made a jest? The implacable Dark Knight? I am not unaltered by this journey. As she says this, she picks up Brynhild like she's bringing her to bed. Our apartment, you did say. You would have me pay tribute to your lord as well? I realize all at once that is how I've been thinking of it. Yes. No, you don't have to pay anything. Soon it'll just be my apartment again anyway. It is against my code to take advantage of the lady. Unless it is at her request. What? She strokes my cheek with her thumb, and places a palm-sized and heavy coin on the counter. For thy rent. With that, she heads to bed for the night. I think everyone has been one pressing question about Dark Knights. How do they get ready for bed? It turns out mostly the same as the rest of us, except the gauntlets stay on. She tends to the rest of her armor before brushing her teeth and combing her hair. Other than that, our routine is pretty average. When she's not in armor, there's a vulnerability to her. Sort of. She becomes a little more reserved. I imagine she feels like I do when I don't have my glasses on or something. Brynhild, the stuffed rabbit, sits on the bed, tucked partway under the covers. I join her, scrolling through my social media feed. Soon, Brynhild sits down next to me. I bid thee good night. Good night, sleep well. Brynhild takes the plushie in her arms, rolling on her side, and holds the plushie tight, buried into her chest. I didn't even know it was possible to be jealous of the plushie. Say your piece? It's nothing. Sleep well. I turn out the light. Well, if I can't be that plushie. I move over and hold her as the big spoon. I'm smaller than her, so really it's more like a koala clinging to a tree. Vulnerability in those arms look like fucking Kevlar. She is the weapon. At first she seems to tense up, and I wonder if I made a mistake. But gradually she seems to relax. Maybe she knows I would never hurt her, even if I could. I hope she knows that. She's warm, and soft despite the muscles. I feel my eyelids grow heavy. If our time together really is so limited, I want to remember every detail of this moment. The rise and fall of her chest, the feeling of her in my arms, her scent. The knock at the door? Was I just dreaming that? No, that was definitely someone at the front door. Who could be this late at night? I walk over to the door and gently crack it open. It's the Grey Wizard. Oh my god! It's the lesbians and the evil horse! Yet again, every time. It keeps happening to me. What? Fools, as you've tarried with culinary farce, I've mastered my arcane art. My magical shield nullifies all of the foolish knight's attacks. The Hellfire Thorn Sword shall not so much as scratch me. Evil and intimidating, yeah! I shall not stop until my glory is known before all eternity. Now, you shall kneel. What? How? How is this possible? Imbecile, you're not the only one who has adapted to this realm. My sword carries not just the unholy power of the Dark One, but the love and belief of Lady Dana, and the rest of the Mountain Dew on the sword. I do think a lot of it is the Mountain Dew that was slushy that was left on the sword. It cannot be! The Grey Wizard begins to fade into dust, cackling madly. Move not one, Dark Knight! As long as even a little speck of me remains, my curse shall be upon your kingdom for all eternity! Oh! Perfect. That's exactly how that should end, I think. Sorry, he's gonna cost me my security deposit unless I cleaned him up. She pulls me close, squeezing me so tight that my ribs pop. Ingenious, my lady. Loath as I am to admit it, the Grey Wizard's undoing would be impossible without thee. To think that, in the end, the fool came to us. His hubris was an undoing. Yeah, well, I guess that's it, huh? You defeated the Grey Wizard, you can finally go home? It's true. My quest has been completed. Upon my return, I shall seek recompense from my king for your services. Brunhild, about that. I wasn't really helping you find the Grey Wizard. I never knew where he was. You were just really cool and I wanted to be around you, and the Strucks at the park didn't even have any information. We gave them the bread for free. I lied to you. You can, excruciate me if you want, but knowing I let you down hurts the most. I stare at my feet, waiting for the end to come. I'm literally just a little guy. I feel cold, strong fingers under my chin. You foolish, foolish girl. I knew from the start. What? But I was lying to you and I wasted your time. You took me into your home. You allowed me to partake in meals such as protein shake. This world would have been labyrinthine had I navigated alone. I was aware that I was delaying my quest, yet I have felt this way not in many moons. What? Way? Normal. Partaking in entertainments before rest rather than training drills and prayers. Spending time with someone without waiting their inevitable betrayal. Lady Dana, I thank thee most sincerely. Brunhild! Now, with the Grey Wizard slain, surely you thought not for moments that I would return alone. I stand by my words from long ago. I may be wed to evil, but no fool forbids me from taking a girlfriend. You are mine, Lady Dana. This fate we share as one. There shall be no escape. Even in death, our skeletons shall be intertwined. She pulls me closer, lifting me up in her strong embrace. And kisses me! We got girls kissing! Every time girls kiss, an angel gets its wings. It feels like I'm floating, and not just because I'm literally not touching the ground. I'm together with the woman I love, safe in her arms. With the Grey Wizard felled, nothing can come between us now. To be not only accepted, but loved, desired even. It's more than I dreamed of, more than I ever dared to dream. And yet, it's here, it's happening. And we're going to be together forever. Now I shall cleave open a rift into my world. About that? You want to wait till tomorrow? It's late, and we were just about to lie down. If that is your wish, I shall obey. And we'll need more snacks for the journey, like a road trip. More corned chips? There's way more junk to try. That's the beauty of this realm. A land of great bounty, indeed. Should we delay our return, I shall pose no objection. So long as the time is spent by your side, it shall be time well spent. Aww, that was so cute! and pee. Everybody will play this now, download it, and say, this was great. Thanks for playing. Also, getting the card? Man, that was really good. I liked it. Alright.